Hey everyone, welcome back to the lawn. Today is April 23rd and I wanted to shoot a quick update slash season preview slash lawn tour for the channel since I haven't posted anything in a while. I hope everyone is staying healthy and safe out there. So up here in North Dakota, we just finished up winter last week. The last of my snow finally disappeared, and now we're jumping straight into, I think we'll get probably about 2 weeks of spring here, and then we'll go right into summer. So temps right now are sitting mid 50s, dropping down a little mid 30s, above freezing though, so things are definitely starting to pick up and grow. It was a long winter. I think we had record amounts of snow kind of right at the beginning, and then we didn't have any snow for the last like 2 or 3 months of it, which was really nice because we needed to get rid of some water. The ground was completely saturated when we froze last fall, so it's nice. Things have been drying up. The sun feels good, and the lawn is just starting to wake up. It's just starting to turn a little bit green here and there. I was planning on having an update or a season premiere episode. I've got a big project that I'm working on. I'll give you a sneak peek on that here later. But with things being the way that they are, it's been tough to get some critical supplies for that, and I've had to make a few changes. So now we're just kind of waiting on things to warm up to finish, but it seems like I've got a lot of stuff coming to a head right all at once. We've got, well, let's walk around. I'll show you around. All right, so here we are. This is the lawn in its current state. It actually looks really good. You can kind of tell some places are starting to green up a little bit. I think especially over here. It looks, let's get down real close. This is what we're working with right now. It could use, definitely, oh my gosh, it's so thick. Could definitely use a bit of a dethatch. Obviously I gotta rake everything up and get all the leaves out of here, get it all cleaned up, and then it should be ready to go. I had major problems with rabbits this winter. They came in and they ate all the bark off of my hedge here. This poor hedge. It seems crazy they can get so high, but they just climb up on the snow and then eat everything. So hopefully that'll come back. These are little, maybe you can see, but these are spirea, and they've chewed them basically down to the ground. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully those come back a little better. But otherwise the lawn is in really good shape. We're looking at no snow mold this year. I had some major problems last season with snow mold. The entire lawn was just covered in snow mold, and I had a few patches that died off. It took pretty much the whole summer to come back. Maybe I'll throw some pictures in there. But last fall I put down a fungicide, a preventative fungicide application. It's the same one that Connor Ward did with chlorothalonil, propiconazole, and iprodium, and it worked spectacularly. You can see, I don't know, yeah, that shows up. You can see the difference here. It's actually more dramatic this way. So this, on my neighbor's lawn right here, all of this, the way that the grass kind of gets matted down, it's mostly dried up right now, but you can see a clear difference here with the snow mold. So the snow mold creates that crust on the crust layer on the top. But we're doing good. We got a ton of leaves. There were still leaves on the trees last fall when the snow started, so we didn't get to rake those up. We'll have to deal with that later. My lilies are starting to grow. They actually started before the snow came out, and so far so good. These ones always do fantastic. So I'm excited for them to pop up and start flowering. My rose bush got chewed down, but this thing always comes back. The hydrangea I planted got eaten almost to the ground. I'm going to prune that back, at least the ones that are still there a little bit. But it is starting to grow. It's still alive. I cut out, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I cut out this. There was that big mungo pine there, and there was another one here, and I cut that down. So I've got to pull that out. I'm going to take out these, there's one arborvitae here, and you can see the rabbits ate it all the way up there. So, but this thing is ugly and just needs to go away. So we'll get rid of that thing. My lilac tree, they even climbed up into here and started chewing away on this. So looks like I gotta do something about some rabbits, but hopefully this comes back. If not, I can kind of maybe shape it or something. We'll see what happens. This arborvitae is gonna come down too. We'll get rid of both of those, open this up and give me some options here. I don't often show this part, this little back alleyway, but between this tree here and this fence and the house, this section gets zero light. There's no way I can grow grass back here. I've tried a bunch of times. It's just not going to happen. But right now it's kind of a storage area for lawn garbage, which I need to take care of this spring. It'll be fun. I'm going to dig this out. I've got a bunch of hostas and stuff planted in here that do okay, but we'll see if we can clean this up a little bit. I'd like to put kind of a pathway in here or something, just something to, maybe I'll store some bins here and make it more easier to store stuff. As far as lawn projects go, let's see. I'm going to show you this here, this fence. I've got this chain link fence, and then this wood fence, and then this sort of no man's land. Now, my lawn is open on that side, and there's nothing separating my backyard or front yard, so this fence doesn't really serve a whole lot of a purpose. I'd like to take it out. Let's see, we'd take it out here, and then I'd put a new terminal post here, just so that my neighbor there who has a dog, keep him inside. But then I could cut a new flower bed. I don't know the exact shape, but I'd like to bring this out this way, something like that. And then maybe continue the hedge along the back so we can kind of cover up that wood fence. And then I'm going to plant sort of like a white garden or a moon garden, sometimes they're called there. I think that'd be a fun project with some perennials and stuff. And I don't mind losing a little bit of the lawn. I've got plenty of it. So that's on the list. We're going to maybe replace the roof this year. Oh man, so much stuff to do. The plan for right now is our soil temps are starting to come up. We're sitting in right about 40, I think, right now. And I've got a lot of stuff to do. So I ordered some prodiamine, and we're going to put that down here on Monday. I think is my best shot. I want to hit it just before we get some rain. And it looks like Monday or Tuesday we're going to get a little bit of rain. So we're going to do a prodiamine application then. I'm also going to put down some fertilizer. I haven't decided exactly what I'm using yet, but probably Milorganite. I know a lot of people have been on the fence about Milorganite. Either you're totally in the deep end of that pool, or you kind of see it as a bit of a scapegoat for people that just want the easy way out and don't really look at their options. But I've had a soil test done a couple years ago, and I'm right in that window with phosphorus where Milorganite works perfect for my lawn, and I do get good results out of it. So plans for right now: get the yard cleaned up. I have a dethatcher, an electric Greenworks, the plug-in one, and I want to take it over to everything here before it starts to green up too much, which means I got to rake all these leaves up. And normally I would use my lawnmower to do that. Just get everything raked up, put a power rake blade on the on the mower, and then it would just pick everything up for me. I could bag it. But currently, I teased a little bit of this in my garage is a giant mess. I need to make some space to get some stuff done, but here's the lawnmower right now. I figured I'd use the winter time to do a quick project and completely tear apart and rebuild the lawnmower, and I ran out of time, so we got to hurry up and get that done so that I can use it, because I suspect here probably in about 2 weeks this lawn's going to be ready for a mow. I'm super excited about that. It's starting to feel like that season when you can spend all day outside with your bare feet in the lawn. So yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to spring. I've got, as far as the channel coming up, I've got the lawnmower rebuild. I'm going to do that in 2 parts probably, because it's a big project. I'll try to put that together, and then I'm just going to take you guys along as I do everything to get the lawn prep for the summer. We'll do all of the prep work here in the spring, and then summer's kind of coast, and then we do a little bit more in the fall, but just a lot of mowing in the summer, which is perfectly fine with me. And then I can show you some other projects that I'm working on, but we got a lot to get this lawn up and ready, up and running, and I'm excited to show you everything that happens. So stick around, and hopefully we got a lot of good content coming up all this season. So see you around.